I mean, it's no different. I mean, we saw the schedule whenever it came out. We knew it was going to be here. They're a great organization. 5 championships and one of the most storied organizations in the league. And anytime you get a chance to play them, it's always an honor. But I take that approach with every game I play in.
You said something after the game. Kind of looking forward to the fact that you played 2 weeks.
This is a division opponent. When I first got in the league, and I still feel this way. That's the team you always want to beat. They got the most championships out of anybody in our division. They're the most Hall of Famers. You think about the players that have come through that organization, from Jerry Rice and Joe Montana and Ronnie Lotz and Charles Haley's. You can go on and on down the list of dominant, first ballot Hall of Fame talent that's going through there. And anytime you get a chance to play against an organization like that, especially them being 9-1, the best team in the NFC, it's a great challenge.
And you always play well against them, it seems like. What is it about that team? And even in San Francisco, you play well.
I think this should be my 32nd time playing against them. I don't know if it's the color of the helmets or the uniforms. I don't know. But every game presents its own challenges.
How about just your battles with Richard Sherman over the years, whether it's Seahawks or the Niners?
Well, he's one of the best to ever do it. He's unbelievably intelligent, instinctive, one of the best tackling cornerbacks I've ever played against. Never shies away from it in the run game. Has unbelievable range, longest arms I've ever played against. The guy can touch you from 10 feet away. He's still really quick in terms of being able to react and break on the football, and he's got impeccable ball skills. When you look at him and you evaluate him on tape, he looks like the same guy that was playing in Seattle, years ago for Legion and Boom, and you can tell he's the undisputed leader on that defense, and they got a lot of really talented players on that team.
He loves to
You've had a bye week this late in the season before?
No, I haven't.
How difficult has it been, kind of this stretch, go through 11 straight weeks, mentally, physically, emotionally, without a bye? Or has it?
No, not at all. It's ball. This is what you train for in the off season. Get yourself mentally prepared for, physically prepared for it. I'm ready for the challenge. If we needed to play another 6, I'll be ready to go. We got a pretty good gig here, and so I never lose sight of how thankful I am to be able to do something I truly love to do.
Do you have any thoughts on Kaepernick's workout and whether you think it's
No.
Andy Isabella has produced a few big plays in the past few weeks. What have you seen behind the scenes about him? Maybe from when he got here to now. How has he improved?
Well, first thing with Andy, he approaches it with the right mindset. He's probably takes the best notes in the class, watches the most tape. He's truly a student of the game, and it doesn't matter what position you throw him at, Y, H, Z, X. It doesn't matter. He would know exactly what to do, and that preparation, the way he's been able to focus. He's coached on one thing one day, he comes back the next day and does it right. He's one of those guys who learns on the fly, and as he gets more reps, more plays, more opportunities, he's gonna make more and more plays. And I just love his mental approach. And the only thing we got to get Andy to do is just be one of the guys a little bit. He don't like hanging out with us or talking to us all that much. He's singularly focused on football. So hopefully we can, once he gets football in order, he can start being a better teammate to us.
Have you tried to get him?
We try every day. He don't talk to us. He won't. We all went to the Lakers game. The other day he was the only one that didn't show up. He's focused. He's focused on ball only. That's the only thing he's interested right now in. Hey, what's so funny, Christian? What's so funny? Did I lie? Am I lying? Answer my question. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
Okay, thank you. All right.
It wasn't Trent that said that.
No.
Larry with
Andy, come over here, Andy. Come here. Andy, come here. Come on, Andy. Come here.
He was doing a charity.
Come on, get in the scram. Come in the scram. Come on.
Welcome to the hot seat, Andy.
Hey, tonight Andy's gonna be making his first appearance on the Big Red Rage with DJ. Andy's taking, ladies. I'm sorry, he's got a girlfriend, so anybody was looking for a nice young man, even though he's special, he's taken. He's off the market right now. Andy, any further questions? Andy, you can.
What's the over-under on words spoken by Andy?
He just gotta take his pads in.
Did you know you'd be carrying his pads so much this year, well into the season?
I only had to carry it a couple times.
Larry
The helmet weighs more though.
So how come you didn't go to the Lakers game with the rest of these guys?
I had some stuff going on.
What did you have going on, Andy? That was so important. Andy, hey, exit stage right. Yeah.
Andy doesn't talk much, but Richard Sherman doesn't talk much. But it doesn't seem like he's talking as much now as he did back then. Is there like mutual respect between you two?
Yeah, I mean, he's never. I mean, even from the very first time I played with him, he never really said much to me. I mean, he's an ultimate competitor, and if he did talk, that would be his game. But I mean, I respect him immensely. I enjoy playing against him, competing against him. I know if I don't have my best, it's not going to be good enough to beat him. And you know, even off the field, this is a man, as a father, as a husband. And I respect him. I respect his ability to be able to speak on social issues and you know, be civic responsibly. I just really like the way he goes about his business, and I enjoy my friendship with him.
Kind of, just because the way I laid out for the ball, I had to put a lot of pressure, obviously, to leap and try to attempt to pick out the balls, and I just felt like it wasn't a pop. I just felt it just pulling the whole time. So I knew it wasn't my Achilles because it was too high to be my Achilles. I kind of felt that it was going to end up being my calf, and that it was. But I didn't think it was very severe. The reason I did say that word because I wasn't disappointed. It was just I hate leaving the field, you know, because you only have a certain amount of numbers of DBs that you're able to activate on Sundays, and I wanted to be out there with my brothers, and I knew I probably wasn't going to be able to finish the game because I wasn't able to have full pressure in my running stride. So that was the only thing that had me upset, that I wasn't able to finish with my guys. But I didn't think it was going to be something that was very, very serious.
It helps that you have a doctor in the family, clearly.
I know.
It seems like it's rubbing off.
Yeah, I know, right?
Assuming since you practice last couple days, you're playing Sunday.
I'm definitely playing. I missed enough games, so I plan on being out there Sunday when we suit up against the 49ers.
Is it a calf strain?
Yes. So hopefully we can, you know, just continue the right rehab and the right treatment, and, you know, making sure that I'm nice and loose going into the game, because, you know, when you have those calf strains and lower extremity injuries, you want to keep that muscle or whatever area warm and loose as possible. So they have these little things. Shaq did a great job of not talking about endorsing the hot packs. So I'm definitely going to have one on my calf Sunday.
Good marketing.
Well, I think it was an icy hot pack or something like that.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to get kind of back at Emmanuel? The game you had against
No, I mean, I won't say look forward into getting back at him. He had a great game. You know, I want to prepare this week so I can have a great game. It's not any revenge or, you know, going out of my way to make. Obviously, I want to put together a good performance to put our team in the best position as possible to win, because those are the type of assignments that I track each and every week. So Emmanuel's been doing, you know, great things since he's been in the league. In my mind, I thought, you know, very, very sharp route runner, very quick, just a very smooth all-around receiver, and he's been doing it at a high level for a very long time when he's healthy and on the field.
Even if it's not revenge in that sense, does it still kind of help you individually having this game so close to the last one?
No, not really, because, you know, I look at each and every opponent. Whenever they show up on the schedule, that's when I have to prepare for them. You know, so long. Well, for me, it was a shorter season, but at the end of the day, it's normally a long season. But you know, when you have an opportunity to play a divisional opponent twice, obviously you kind of have not the upper hand on them, but you kind of know what they want to do and how they want to do certain things, because we have an opportunity to see them twice. But for the most part, like I said, Emmanuel, he's been doing a lot of great things. Hopefully he's able to go Sunday, having that rib injury Monday. I don't know if he's practiced. I know he didn't practice yesterday. I don't know if he didn't practice today. But definitely looking forward to him bringing his best game again. And I want to put better play on tape than I did last 2 weeks ago.
Why do you think this defense has struggled the way it has all season? You guys haven't held the point under 21 points yet.
It's hard to really put a finger on it. At the end of the day, we have to find a way to win. As a defense, we've been in position to win games ourselves, and we just haven't. We haven't been able to really turn that corner or jump that broom into the right direction. So, like I told the guys Monday, we're a very young team, but that's not an excuse. We had more than enough opportunities in the early part of the season to kind of learn how to win, and we haven't just learned how to win just yet. Everybody just have to be dialed in and just 60 minutes of maximum focus. And that's what it's all about. If you can have guys focusing for 60 minutes, everybody on the same page, executing the game plan, you have a great opportunity of coming out on top. Just a couple laps that we have here and there, costly laps, and it definitely cost us a couple games here in the last week or two.
In the last couple weeks, and being a little more specific there, you guys seem like you have been able to put teams in 3rd and 6th and longer a lot of times, and you just can't get that last play. What does that do to a group mentally?
Mentally, we just have to continue. Well, what it does to a group mentally, honestly, it just falls back on us, as the players, to going out there, executing the call that the coach give us. And it's been 9 times out of 10, coach put us in the right call. It's just us as players, and myself included, just haven't been executing the call. So at the end of the day, it's going to come down to winning those one-on-one matchups, executing the call that coach called, and just having that extreme focus for 60 minutes. I believe if we can do that throughout the game, we'll put ourselves in better position to make plays on the football, better position to get off the field on 3rd downs, and also put our team in a better position of winning. Because we've been in position, since I've been here, to win, except for the New Orleans game, I believe. But for the most part, and even in that game, we was in that game until mid-3rd quarter, 7 minutes left. It was 10-9, I believe, 10-6. So we've been in every game. We just have to find a way to win, find a way to win our one-on-one matchups, find a way to execute the game plan. And if we can do that, our record would definitely, be better than what it is now.
What kind of case is Chandler making for defensive players?
Chandler's been playing great. I mean, he's been playing great since he's gotten here in 2016. I believe he's leading the league right now with 50-something odd sacks since 2016, which is huge for a defense. He's making a strong case, making a very, very strong case, having a game like he had in New York, 4 sacks. I believe he had 2 forced fumbles, if I'm not mistaken. If he can have one more of those games, I believe he will solidify it. But then again, sometimes you have to be on winning teams to get certain nods. So hopefully he can just continue controlling what he can control and playing unbelievable football as he has been. And I believe he can definitely he'll have a great opportunity of capturing that trophy.
Is that why you think he's not getting the type of attention other pass rushers do around the country?
We're just not on TV enough. That's what the writers. That's what they like to see. They watch game. They don't watch film. So when you're not able to be on a national televised game, you kind of get lost in the shuffle a little bit. So that's out of his control. That's out of my control. There's nothing we can do about that. It's just, I think when guys, the same thing as like an all-pro. 9 times out of 10 all-pros go to teams that's in the playoffs. They have to watch film instead of the games, like the national televised games. So I hope he get it. And like I said, he's playing some great ball right now. Been great for Sizzle. Sizzle's been having a good year. I believe he's stuck at 4.5, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully, he can get him going on in the last part of the season as well.
How did the players voted for top 100? He doesn't make top 100. So
Mm-hmm.
that's on you guys. Why didn't that happen?
I have no idea. You must be a voter.
I'm not a player.
Oh no, I'm talking about for All Pro or something. It's like you kind of took offense to that.
About the players vote, now you're putting it back on him.
No, I'm just saying, just like you kind of took it offensive. I voted for him. I can't speak for the other players. I voted for him for sure. I put all my guys at top 10. If you're on my team, you're top 10. So he had my vote for sure.
Thanks, Patrick.
All right, guys, take care.
10 games in, how would you evaluate your defense all season?
Numbers wise, not very good in some areas. Just watching it every week. We've done some really good things. We played good against some really good offenses. Even last week we had some really good moments. I think the issue last week, and throughout the season was big plays. We played good defense in spurts, but every scoring drive, it was one big play. So we have to obviously coach better and have more focus on each play and do our jobs more consistently. If you don't do that, obviously in this league it can lead to big plays and scores. But overall they're playing hard. We have a good system. I think the coaches are doing a good job of coaching the young guys, and they're getting better and better each week. But we have to eliminate the big penalties and the big mistakes doing drives.
How much was and has the defense been impacted by what happened before the season? Patrick's suspension, Robert's injury, Darius being cut.
Right.
How much has that changed what's happened to the defense this year?
I think honestly, when you go into the year, without your main guys that you're counting on, it hurts you. But in my opinion, if we simply play with more consistency, we can be good now. So I don't see it being an issue. As far as what we are now, we have good enough players to win. It shows in spurts. If you can play 45 snaps of dominant defense and 23 snaps of what is that defense, that's not player driven. That's more focused. That's coaching. I have to coach better. We got to focus better on certain issues, but we can be good now. That's the disappointing part that I deal with daily. I watch the tape every day, and it's good stuff on tape. But the overall season is too many big plays. It's too many what stats, and it leads to points.
Buda's been in 3 different defenses.
Who has? I'm sorry.
Buda.
Yeah.
3 different systems, 3 different coordinators. Does it say something about him that he's still looking like an impact piece despite trying to learn all these different systems?
Yeah, good players play. The system is built for your good players. So, Buda's obviously a guy who can blitz and cause disruption, close to the line of scrimmage. So that's how I've used him the last couple of weeks. But he's a good player. He has great energy. He can tackle. He's getting better at closing the middle and coverage, making plays on the ball. But any system he plays in, he's going to be a good player. So that's not surprising. But it is tough when you're in the first year of a new system to always nail everything. And that's been part of the problem that we've had in some games. It's been some mistakes with the scheme, but that's expected in the first year.
One of the things that's happened this year is your defenses play well in spurts and then giving up bad long drives at the worst times.
Yeah,
Drive before
absolutely.
the half and drive at the end of the game. Is that a lack of focus or a lack of execution?
I think it's a lack of all of us. It's a lack of coaching, a lack of focus, execution. You can't play the same call versus the same play 10 plays before and have success. Then the same play happens. Now it's in a 2-minute drive and it doesn't work. So it's all of us, and that's a part of the growing process with our young players, understanding the importance of 2-minute drives, and obviously game-winning drives is 27-23. They've got 2 timeouts and they're backed up. We should win that game. That's the standard. We don't get paid for effort. We get paid for winning games, and you can say we're close, but you get paid to win. Not to be close and to almost win games, so we have to rectify that and play better in those spots. It's been a bunch of games where we hadn't finished well, that's disappointing, but we have to get better.
The D-line looks pretty thin this week. I think only 3 guys were full yesterday. What's it looking like depth-wise there?
We'll have 5 guys to play, so who those 5 are, I'm not sure, but we'll have 5 guys to play, and they're all pros, so it'll be a real effort out there.
Mitch Tremaine, I know,
I'm sorry?
Patrick and Sherman were both working through injuries too. How
Yeah.
are they looking so far this week?
Pat looked fine. I mean, he looked fine. He was full speed today, so he'll play on Sunday. And Brock's working himself back with a hamstring, so he's day to day. So we'll see about him on Sunday.
A sigh of relief with Patrick when you see him go down in the game and wondering maybe how severe it is to get down bad.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's one of our best players, so to have him up on Sundays is very important. Again, he's healthy and ready to go.
Is when it's 3rd and 6, 3rd and long, from a mental standpoint, when the guys give them up, can that be a little bit tough when you feel like you can get off the field, we're in a good situation, and then to give up a first down in that situation?
Absolutely. I mean, you work your first, second down to get the third downs. And third downs, 6 pluses, 7 pluses that we've had, we have to win those. I mean, we've lost in the last couple of weeks, probably 7 to 8 third and longs, which are hard to get teams in. So once you get them in that, you have to be almost 90%. But that speaks to our front and our front seven stopping the run game in the last couple of weeks and putting teams into second and long. I mean, we had 8 TFLs against the Niners, and I think we had 8 last week. So we're living in third and long. So we have to rectify that issue, and that's rushing coverage, and that's also coaching.
We can all understand there's just our offensive line won't change, but how does that affect the defense?
Well, the plan won't change. We have a plan, obviously, for their best players. So if 85 and 17's out there, we have a plan for those guys. If they're not, we'll move on with our same plan and adjust. But that's part of the league. Everyone has injuries. We have injuries, so it's we can't worry about that.
We've talked about
Fly Central again, huh?
Chandler's impact on the game, but also like naming plays, kind of bringing that personality. What stands out to you about him?
Chandler?
Yeah, Chandler. Just personality-wise,
Yeah.
what's he like?
He's fun to be around. Obviously, he's a good pro. He's a great rusher, so that's a good thing. But he's a great teammate. He's always full of energy. He's always leading guys. He's engaged in meetings. So he is definitely an easy coach job. He's fun to be around.
Did you expect that coming in, like getting to coach him more, that he would be like that?
I didn't know. I mean, most of the veteran guys I've coached have all been good guys, but you never know. But he is so happy-go-lucky, and he loves to play, loves his teammates.
Hey Cardinals fans, welcome to our official YouTube channel for the Arizona Cardinals and our Emmy Award-winning show, Flight Plan. Now this is a place to get to know some of your favorite players and coaches on and off the field, as well as stay up to date with all your NFL news. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video.